world are full of beautiful coral reefs. They are an essential part of the marine ecosystem and popular tourist attractions for all to enjoy. Who wants to go see a plastic reef? No one, and that's exactly how things will be if they go on like this. Because plastic is doing permanent damage to our coral reefs around the world, as well as the organisms living in and around them. Plastic is bad for the coral reefs because corals are eating the plastic. Corals will eat microplastic pollution. Microplastics are tiny fragments of plastic in the environment. Unfortunately, they are extremely widespread in the marine ecosystem. This disturbs the mutual relationship between corals and algae because pieces of plastic stay in the coral system and can't come out, which causes the coral to slowly die. And when the algae notices the coral is dying, it says, "I'm not really getting as much out of this relationship as I'm giving, so you know what? I'm gonna go find me a new coral." Not only is this failed relationship affecting the coral and algae, it's also affecting fish and many other marine animals. So just to wrap up, the algae is leaving.
So what?
Well, if the algae leaves, the coral will die.
So what?
If the coral dies, then the reef will be gone.
So what?
Well, don't you know there's a great deal of fish who depend on the reef for food and for a home? And don't you know that us humans depend on the oceans for food, jobs, tourism, and even recreation?
Well, I'm starting to get convinced.
About 70% of Earth is covered in water, so I think it's a big deal. A recent study has shown there are about 5 trillion pieces of plastic floating around in the world's ocean. Yes, that's 5 trillion. And plastic is non-biodegradable, which means that all the plastic will stay there forever if no one does anything about it. In fact, the problem will just get worse and worse. Scientists have predicted by 2050 there will be more pieces of plastic in the ocean than fish. What do we do about this? Well, there's no easy solution. We have to focus on cleaning up the plastic from the water, as well as throwing less trash into the water. It's going to take some serious teamwork. Governments have to prioritize this problem and spend more money on the cleanup. Also, we have to get people to stop throwing their plastic containers and wrappers into the water. People have to be aware of the damage it causes and help spread the word. That's why I'm starting with you guys. So if you can only remember one thing of what I told you today, it would be this: never throw your plastic waste into the sea. In the meantime, let's enjoy our seas and oceans while we still can.